Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for three in the win at the buzzer.
And cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes.
Takes it up and puts it down.
If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
A pleasant good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into Game 3 of 7 games at Ohio Dominican University as part of the Battle Series called the Battle in the 614. We're so glad you've chosen to join us for this matchup between the Johnstown Johnnies, 5-5 overall, against the Sheridan Generals, 5-4 overall. Sheridan is in white. They won the tip. They are moving from left to right. The Johnnies are wearing red uniforms. They're playing defense. The man sitting to my left is Seth Donahoe. I'm Chris Solwecki. We're happy to bring the action to you this afternoon. Just underway in the battle in the 6-1-4. Three-point jumper taken and good off the glass. That off the arm of Evan Anderson. And just like that, it's a 3-0 lead for the Generals.
Do we have the bank open on MLK Day?
We do.
Here we go.
That's the only bank that's open today, but he'll take it. Off the glass, no good. Effort by Brady Barb. And the rebound comes down to the Generals. And here they come on their second offensive possession. Spinning into the paint. Shoot too strong off the glass. That's Tice Whiteman, and the rebound comes down to the Johnnies.
That was great footwork there by Whiteman. Just couldn't get that layup to fall.
Shot taken and missed by number 3 for Johnstown, Dylan Fox, but he was fouled on the play. Foul is on number 44, Logan Russell. The freshman picks up his first, the team first, and to the free throw line is Dylan Fox. First one is up and good. Fox, a junior on this team. The Johnnies 5-5 overall, 2-3 in the Licking County Cardinal Division. Second free throw also good.
Started here. Dylan Fox out there alongside Kyle Siegfried, Brady Barb, who we've heard from, Will Taylor, and Noah Robertson.
Suffocating pressure by the Johnnies, and it does turn into a turnover, as the pass was intended for number 14, Rain Roddick, and he couldn't come up with it. It went out of bounds, so the Johnnies have it. They trail 3-2. Just underway in this third of 7 at the Battle Series Monday edition. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to everyone watching. Pass to the top of the key. That's Dylan Fox. Fox working hard against number 33, Tice Whiteman. Kick to the outside. Going baseline, pulling it back out. Now trying to go up strong. He shuffles, no call. The basket's good by Will Taylor, and the Johnnies have a 4-3 lead.
Nice strong move in there by Taylor to be able to get that layup to fall.
Roddick with the basketball. He kicks it away. Might be Rodich, R-O-D-I-C-H. Three-point jumper from the corner. Back rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the aforementioned Rain Rodich. The senior knocks it out. It'll be Johnny's basketball. 6 minutes even to play in the first quarter.
How about the season Rain Rodich is having? Averaging almost 20 points a game. The only player on Sheridan in double digits averaging, but man, still nonetheless, quite the season.
Left-handed dribble by number 22 for the Johnnies. That's Brady Barb. All Barb has done this season from the three-point line is averaged 41.6.
Something slight.
Guy's making almost half of his three-point attempts. There's a turnover. Here comes the Sheridan Generals, and that one's blocked from behind. Great effort by Siegfried. The ball stays in the hands of Sheridan, though, and going back up and laying it home is the other number 14, Rain Roddick, and it's 5-4. Generals on top. Kick to the corner. Right-handed dribble.
His first of many baskets to come, I'm sure.
You have to think so. Jump shot from the top of the key. Dylan Fox knocks down the three. 7-5 Johnnies.
Dylan Fox with 5 early points here out of the 7 for the squad.
Right-handed dribble, kick to the wing, jump shot taken. It's a 3, and it's good. Number 33, Tice Whiteman, the freshman, puts it away. Penetration, turnaround, fade away, no problem, says number 10, Noah Robertson. The junior puts it home. And we have a 1-point contest, 9-8.
Back and forth these two teams are going.
Spin into the paint. Up and over and good. And an offensive foul. So we'll have to see if they count the basket. They are going to count it. So the bucket by Roddick is good. And then it's an offensive foul against Sheridan. And that was Tice Whiteman, the freshman. So a freshman mistake. His first foul, team foul number 2. And the Johnnies have the basketball.
But also, how solid of a player do you have to be starting on varsity here as a freshman?
As a freshman, you got that right. Bouncer to the top of the key. Now down into the corner. 3-point jumper taken. Back iron, no good. Tipped and tapped, still not controlled. Now controlled by the Johnnies. Tossed away, stolen by number 11, Evan Anderson. Anderson gets it away to number 33. That's Whiteman. He misses, but the follow-up is good. Now a quick one out. And that was just a little bit of lethargy maybe on Dylan Fox's part. He was going to let it bounce one more time. He didn't know somebody was creeping up behind him and got their hand on it to deflect it away. In the paint, jumper, take it, rattles around, falls out, rebound to the Johnnies, number 14, Siegfried. Right side, looking for space, doesn't have any, kicks to the top of the key. Hand off to Barb. Barb brings it all the way out, and he will set it up once again with 3:20 to play. Barb coming off screen, kicks it to the corner. Into the paint. Crossover, spins again, shoots, no good, and the rebound pulled away by number 44, Logan Russell. Here we go. The Johnnies pushing it ahead this time. Brady Barb down low. Cutting down the lane, a great catch and a great finish by Will Taylor off the pass. 12-11. Sheridan has the lead.
That's his second layup while absorbing some contact there on the shot, so good on him to be able to finish that.
Driving down the lane, the freshman, just doing an incredible job. That's Logan Russell. So 33 is a freshman, 44 is a freshman, both getting good minutes here for the Sheridan Generals.
If we look at their roster, I believe there's only about 2 seniors on their roster as well.
I'm counting 3, but I'm not a mathematician. Shot no good, rebound pulled away.
Still 3 out of an entire scorebook here of about 15 on your roster.
Exactly.
They have a great future ahead of them.
The drive down the left side of the lane, shot no good. And they will send number 14 to the free throw line, Rain Roddick. He is not a freshman, he is a senior, and clearly he is a leader on this team. For as he goes, so go the Generals. To the free throw line, left-handed, rattles and falls out. He's a 64% free throw shooter, is Rain Roddick.
Roddick basically leading or top 2 in almost all stat categories here for the Generals.
Second one is up and good. He's got a unique free throw style. If you notice that, he just doesn't touch it with his right hand at all. It's left hand all the way. They break the 10-second line just in time. The ball's kicked to the corner, brings it back out, top of the key. Reversal over to number 14, Siegfried. Siegfried being guarded closely by Holden. Siegfried dribbles to the left side. Looking for a screen. Gets one. That's a double screen, actually. Siegfried will send it away to the corner. Bounce pass down low. Big fella catches it. Tossed back out. Deflected, but still handled by the Johnnies. Bounce pass inside to the big guy. Right back out. Johnnies moving the ball with precision. There's one to the outside, back up to the top of the key. To the corner once again, baseline. Nothing doing, pass down low. Moving too quickly. There we go to the top of the key. That's Brady Barb. Barb gets it back, left side, three-point jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled away, though, by Zerilli. He kicks it out. Barb again, this time no good as well. Zerilli again. Ball's loose on the floor and finally picked up, for a moment anyway, by the Generals. Now they're on the run. Number 22, Logan Hupp gets it down the floor. It's deflected and out of bounds, and it'll remain Sheridan basketball, and I'll catch my breath while you say something important.
I was getting ready to say that was just a great defensive possession there by Sheridan. I mean, taking at least a minute and a half there off the clock, Johnstown was, and good on Johnstown for not forcing anything, trying to take a bad shot or anything like that. I mean, Barb had two good-looking three-point attempts. Again, their leading three-point shooter. But just a good job by Sheridan, not getting out of their set, continuing to sit down, play good, strong, solid defense, and ended up no points there for Johnstown.
Lob pass to the top, goes to Rodic. Rodic coming off the dribble, goes right side, shoots after he makes the bounce pass, I should say, to Braden Weaver. Weaver shoots. And a foul is called on the play, so Weaver will go to the free throw line.
That was a pretty pass there by Rodic, right at the last second, just dumping it off, and that was quick, and had Johnstown about a half a second behind there as Weaver's at the line now.
Foul was called on number 0, McCaden Thomas. He's a senior, his first foul, team foul number 2.
And number 22, Brady Barb.
Brady Barb back into the game for the Johnnies. Second free throw off rim, but down and good. 16-11, a 5-point lead for the Generals over the Johnnies. Barb sends it across the 10-second line to Dylan Fox. Back to Barb. Barb sends it to the other side, Will Taylor. Under 30 seconds, looks like they're going to play for a final shot here. Defense isn't coming out, so Taylor's not moving. Now the defense comes out a little bit, and Taylor will engage the offense. Kick to the wing. Inside, not a great pass, lost, kicked out though. And it's a shot by number 22, Barb, no good. Here comes Sheridan, quickly the other way, number 14 up and lays it in. Rodic, as the clock hits triple zeros, a flurry of activity sees Sheridan at the end of one quarter of play, leading the Johnstown Johnnies 18-11. We'll take a quick timeout and come back with second quarter action right after this. You are watching the battle in the 614 on Yamo Sports. (18-11) is the lead for the Thornville Sheridan Generals over the Johnstown Johnnies. Second quarter action about to commence. Seth Donahoe, Chris Solwecki along with you. We talked earlier about Rain Rodic and how he's the only player in double figures scoring with 19.6 for the Generals. The next leading scorer with 9.2 is Logan Russell, and so there's a precipitous drop-off after Rodic, and yet Rodic has been able to do a little bit of what he wants to do so far, and he's gotten some help from his friends as well as we've gotten rolling along. Question is, can the Johnnies come up with an answer? They're going to spin into the paint. Shot taken high over two defenders, and a nice finish by Kyle Siegfried.
Yeah, just as you said, taking that contact and finishing it high off the glass, still having the control to be able to get that one through the basket, get things started here in the second.
Siegfried, that's number 14, Rodic. He crosses over a couple different times, misses the shot. He's looking for a foul, did not get one. As the Johnnies control the basketball, and they're going to bring it up the other way. Barb gives it up to Siegfried. Siegfried crosses over off the screen, set by Fox. Top of the key, hands it to Fox. Fox into the paint, kicks it back out. Inside to Fox, trying to work baseline. Good job on the defense by number 10, Brody White. Shot taken from the corner, from the wing, I should say, no good. And last touched by Johnstown, so it'll be Sheridan basketball after the missed jumper by Siegfried.
I'll tell you what, like watching these two teams play, it looks like I'm watching a practice because it looks like they're just replicas of each other. They both have size, they both have length, they both have the physicality. It looks like each player they're guarding is just a representation of their own kind of skill set and player. And it's just kind of interesting. You don't see too many matchups like this where it can be about pretty even.
Rodic a little bit out of control on that drive to the basket. He was bailed out by the fact that a Johnstown Johnny touched the basketball while sitting on the end line. And then they're quickly going to call a 5-second call against Sheridan, and so the ball comes back to the Johnstown Johnnies.
Inbound defense key right there. 5-second call.
18-13. Sheridan leads. Johnstown with the basketball. Barb has it. He sends it top of the key to Siegfried. Siegfried coming off a screen, trying to come off a screen. In fact, he has the ball tipped away and has to reset. Siegfried, left-handed dribble, gets down to the paint, kicks it down, back up top for a three-point jumper taken and made by Dylan Fox.
Second three of the game there for Fox. Cuts the deficit to 2 and just gives it away there.
18-16 and now 18-18 after the steal by Brady Barb, and he lays it home.
Sheridan scoreless to start this quarter so far, 2 minutes in.
It's interesting because Barb, I'm not sure of his dimensions, but he's tall and long. He has long arms, long legs, and he's guarding Corey Holden, who's a little bit more of a fire plug, and I'm just wondering if that difference in reach, as they might say in a boxing match, is having a difference there on defense for Brady Barb.
Number 33, Tyson Whiteman. And number 44, Logan Russell.
18-18 our score, 5:43 to play. Bounce pass inside. One of the freshmen back out there, that's number 44. He goes up strong, can't make it happen though. That's Logan Russell, and the rebound comes down. You talked earlier about these freshmen and the role they play. Logan Russell, you might have remembered me saying, not only is he a freshman, he's the second leading scorer on the team.
Yeah, he has a pretty promising potential future here in basketball, being the second leading scorer. That's a nice finish there by Will Taylor. Look for Logan Russell, to continue after Rain Roddich's career is done at Sheridan. Logan Russell seems to be that guy, and actually both big men between Tice Whiteman and Logan Russell should look to get involved as the years go on.
You mentioned the left-handed lay-in by Will Taylor. Taylor is a freshman for the Johnnies, so freshmen making their names known in this basketball game this afternoon. 20-18 is our score. Johnstown leads, really first time in a long time they've had this advantage. Sheridan has led most of the way, but Johnstown continues to battle, making some wise choices, getting some turnovers and doing things right.
Yeah, and back real quick to what you said. Yeah, the freshmen, they get to get out here. We get to see what they're capable of. But that's what these showcases are all about, to be able to see what these teams are capable of. Who is out there that we should be keeping our ear open for to see, what they can do here around the city, the battle here in the 6-1-4. It's just always so exciting.
Now, to be fair, neither of these teams are in the 6-1-4. They're both in the 7-4-0, but they're in 6-1-4 adjacent, and that's the arena here that we're working with. So, turnover by Sheridan gives the basketball back to the Johnnies, who lead it by 2, 20-18.
An invitation is an invitation.
That's exactly right. And both of these teams are good basketball teams. Thornville Sheridan goes deep in the playoffs every year, it seems. Johnny's building a program as well. Into the paint, left hand, up and good. And Will Taylor does it again. That's twice in almost as many visits down the floor that Taylor has gone to that left hand and picked up a point or two.
Yeah, he's got 8 points right now, but man, when he gets inside the lane, he's really shifty with his moves.
Speaking of, that's a nice little move inside the paint. Evan Anderson slithers into and lays it home.
That's Sheridan's first basket here in this second quarter, almost halfway through.
A little too much effort that time by Will Taylor. Maybe went up among the trees. 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Not a great decision, and now it's Sheridan basketball. Bounce pass down into the corner. The ball's loose, knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Generals. And so the Johnnies get the basketball back, leading 22-20. Back into the ball game, number 10, Noah Robertson. Robertson didn't check in properly, and so the officials send him back. But now he's good. And he's in while Will Taylor comes to the bench. Robertson will inbound the basketball to his teammate, senior Kyle Siegfried. 4:05 to play in the first half. Siegfried crosses it over. Looks for somewhere to go, can't do it. Finally finds Barb on the other side. Pass down low, Siegfried spinning into the paint, shoots high over 2 defenders, gets it off the right side of the rim, no good, and the rebound is pulled by Evan Anderson. Handoff. That's Rodic. Goes deep down the lane, shoots with his right hand, can't do it, and the rebound comes down to his opposite number, 14, Siegfried.
Rodic is not afraid to absorb some contact.
Jumper taken off the front of the rim, off the back of the rim, goes out of bounds, last touched by Johnstown. It'll remain Sheridan basketball. Excuse me, I had that backwards, off Sheridan. It'll be Johnstown basketball.
The color schemes are the same, the player sizes and styles are the same. It's like looking in a mirror with these two teams on the floor, I feel like.
Right-handed dribble, and we've got a hand check on the drive by Dylan Fox. The foul's going to be called on the floor. So the foul gets called on Tice Whiteman, the freshman, his second foul. Team foul number 1 of the. In fact, that's the first foul for either team here in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm. Another, if you guys were watching our last game between North Union and Fairbanks, same way with these two schools here between Johnstown and Sheridan. They're both going to be physical, fundamentally disciplined, and they like to play the game the right way.
Baseline drive, lots of pressure. The ball is deflected and goes out of bounds. It will remain with the Johnnies. So they set up their offense. Substitution first, as in for Johnstown is number 12, Will Taylor. He will replace number 33, Anthony Zarilli. Top of the key. Siegfried wanted it, couldn't do it. Sent it away. That's Robertson into the paint. Good pass down low. Taylor stuck underneath, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession gives the ball back to Sheridan. So Taylor that time made a nice catch. It was a pretty good pass, but down among the trees, there's nothing he could do, and he got tied up. Sheridan working against pressure now. They get across the 10-second line. A stutter step gives them some move. Oh, nice little pass underneath, but the lay-in too strong off the hands of Logan Russell. He misses it, but Sheridan hangs on to the basketball. Rodic behind the back dribble. Gets space, loses the handle, and it's picked up by Johnstown. Then it's lost, and it will be will be Johnstown basketball.
Rain Rodic, man, he's just trying to do it all. And you love to have that kind of workhorse on your team. Sometimes it can be a trade-off when the workhorse is also your star player.
Johnny's with the basketball in the lead. It has been 22-20 for a moment or two. It is no longer, as laying at home is Brady Barb. And now it's 24-20. Johnstown with a two basket advantage.
Johnstown doing a really good job of running their offensive sets and capitalizing. As you saw right there, a nice backdoor pass where Brady Barb got open on that wraparound screen.
Jumper from 15, front of the iron, no good. Shot taken by Logan Hupp. Here comes Johnstown with the basketball. Barb drives baseline, lays it home, almost uncontested, and that's a timeout on the floor by the Sheridan Generals as they see themselves down by 6, 26-20.
And Johnstown outscoring Sheridan in this quarter 14-2. Helps them have this 6-point lead. But Sheridan there in the first quarter scoring 18. So we're back here to this, 6-point deficit here for Sheridan. But I've been impressed at least with the two freshmen there, Tice Whiteman and Logan Russell, getting some opportunities. Obviously, they are going to be centerpieces for this team going forward. But Rain Rodich, it's always nice having a guy like that on your team, especially for the senior leadership and all of those younger guys. They're there with him. They see that he's trying to put the team here on his back. He's had 9 points there in that first quarter. And but you'll see him down there. He went behind the back. He got the ball poked loose, but he's right there trying to cause havoc, guarding on the other end of the floor. Ball gets loose, diving out of bounds on the floor. It's always going to be that hustle and intensity and pride that these younger guys, especially with 12 out of 15 being under a senior, that they're gonna take notes about this guy and see what it's like to play for the Sheridan program.
Well, to your point, we've talked about Logan Russell a little bit, Tice Whiteman. That last basket that was made by Johnstown was made against Logan Hupp, number 22, who's a sophomore. And so in a lot of ways, you're looking at Coach Doug Fisher and you're saying, I don't care what this team is in January. I want to know what this team is going to be at the end of February when the playoffs come and all these kids have a lot more reps and a lot more experience under their belts.
And those are the games that truly matter.
Yes, sir. Sheridan with the basketball, trailing by 6. Drive to the lane, kick out for 3. Off the rim, no good. The rebound pulled by Dylan Fox, and now we've got a jump ball called as Fox gets tied up with number 12, Ryan Kuhn. Alternating possession will give the ball to the Johnnies. Siegfried will inbound the basketball. Still a 6-point game with 60 seconds to play in the first half, 26-20. Taylor trying to push. Taylor kicks it to the wing. That's Fox, right back to Taylor. Inside, tipped away. Siegfried recovers it in the backcourt. Comes back to the front, 45 seconds to shoot. Siegfried, left side. Being guarded very tightly by Ryan Kuhn. Kicked out for 3. And that is what you don't want to do for Brady Barb. That guy can hit from downtown like nobody's business, as he did right there.
As you mentioned earlier, over 40% from shooting behind the arc this season. He's got 9 points in this quarter right now.
Pass to the outside. That's Owen Canes, a sophomore. Canes gets it right back, sends it back to Rain Rodich. Rodich leading his team, both from a leadership perspective, from a age perspective, an experience perspective, and also just by his presence on the floor. He's got it now. Jump shot taken at the buzzer. They say no, and it wouldn't have mattered because it didn't go anyway. So the score at the end of the first half of play, it's Johnstown 29, Thornville Sheridan 20. We'll take a break and come back on the other side for quarter number 3. You are watching the 614 Battle Series on Yamo Sports.
Hi, I'm John Holderby with the Theater People. Whether you're in an apartment or building a new house, you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, we have services to meet all of your needs. We've worked in homes and businesses all across the state of Ohio for over 15 years. Everything from home theaters to automation to networks and beyond. The Theater People are here to help. Visit our website at www.thetheaterpeople.com to learn more. We look forward to working with you.
You'll never guess what we're doing to the Baconator. We're putting it...
pretzel bun on the Baconator. Catherine, you seeing this?
Posters everywhere.
What?
The Baconator you love with a new pretzel twist. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new pretzel Baconator.
How do you Buckeye? We work at it all the time.
When the local soccer team brought me to town, I needed a great vehicle to get to practice and my games. The champions at Buckeye treated me like family. That's how I Buckeye.
How do you Buckeye? The Buckeye family of dealerships.
Johnstown Johnnies leading the Thornville Sheridan Generals, and the Generals will get the ball to start the second half, and they need to get some momentum going because the Johnnies have systematically gone down the floor, gotten some scoring, and they have done it in part because of their 41.6% from beyond the arc shooting sniper, Brady Barb. There's one that is from Sheridan, number 33, Tice Whiteman, and the freshman drives it home, 29-23.
Tice Whiteman knocking down his second 3 of the game. The freshman got a nice little shooting stroke.
Left-handed dribble now by Dylan Fox. He's Seth Donahoe. I'm Chris Solwecki. We're glad to have you with us for this third of 7 games here at the Battle in the 614. Brought to you by Elevated Sports Events and Yamo Media. Drive into the paint. Shot taken off the front of the rim, no good. The rebound pulled by Brady Barb, and Barb trying to push it ahead, but he is being guarded tenaciously by Rain Roddick. And now we've got a foul as a double team happens against Will Taylor. And one of the defenders, Rain Roddick, fouled him. 29-23, a 6-point lead by the Johnnies. They inbound. Siegfried, right side. Handoff, right back to Siegfried. Fox loses it. Siegfried loses it. Fox started to set the screen. Siegfried went away, lost the handle, and knocked it out of bounds.
Nice start here for Sheridan to this second half. They struggled there in the second quarter, only having 1 basket, 2 points there, and so far coming out here with a 3 and good couple defensive possessions.
Good screen and a travel. Tice Whiteman, he had the catch, but when he spun, he took both of the feet off the floor, and that's a travel before he put the ball on the floor. Siegfried, right side, right inside the NCAA logo. Pass down to Fox, who goes up against pressure. It bounces around on the rim, but falls through for the bucket. 31-23, an 8-point lead for the Johnnies.
Dylan Fox in double digits now with 10.
Left hand Whiteman, he hands it off. Roddick into the paint, goes up over 2 defenders. Off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, back to the front and out. And the rebound pulled by Siegfried. Fox kicks it out, almost traveled. Good wherewithal. There's a shot taken and missed, but a foul called as Noah Robertson went up high, and he was fouled.
Fouls on the Generals number 44, Logan Russell.
By number 44, Logan Russell.
Team second. To the line, Noah Robertson shooting 2.
6:04 to play in the third quarter. 31-23, make it 32-23 as the first free throw is up and good by Noah Robertson. If you've been watching this afternoon, thanks for joining us. If this is your first one watching, thanks for joining us. There's more great basketball ahead. We'll tell you some of the rest of the schedule as we roll along. We'll also, as we get a little closer to the finish line, unveil our solid brick player of the game. But all of that still to come down the road. Right now, basketball to be played in what has been a very competitive one. Driving into the paint, kick out for 3. Whiteman from downtown, air ball. He was clapping, wanting the basketball, and his teammate didn't see him right away. When they finally got it to him, he rushed it just a smidge.
Yeah, he was right there open on top of the key about a half a second sooner. And Whiteman might have had an easier look there, instead had a hand right in his face.
10-point lead for the Johnnies. Left-handed dribbles all the way down. A shot taken and made. Nicely done by the freshman, Will Taylor, who kind of had a hesitation there at the rim to get himself free to lay it home. Whiteman kicks it out. 3-point jumper taken. In and out, no good. The rebound pulled by Siegfried, and the Johnnies kind of running away. In fact, right there, big outlet pass to Brady Barb, and Barb puts it home. A 14-point lead for the Johnnies, and a foul is going to be called as Roddick came down the floor, and when he tried to pass it, they grabbed his arm. Foul's going to be called on number 12, Will Taylor.
8-3 run here to start this third quarter for the Johnstown Johnnies. Sheridan just cannot find a way to get this ball in the basket. Again, second quarter only scoring 2 points, and right now they got the 1 3-pointer. Rain Roddick, he's trying to do everything he can to help this Sheridan general squad.
Being very strong with the basketball. That time, though, he went up against pressure and kind of faded away to get it off the glass, and as a result, left it a little bit short. 4:44 to play. Left-handed dribble, now back to the right. Kick out to the corner for 3. Off the rim, no good. Tipped and tapped, and Fox comes up with a loose ball rebound. He goes up strong, front of the rim, and that one goes down. Dylan Fox for 2, and it's 39-23.
Man, Dylan Fox wasn't on the scouting report as far as I was concerned, but he's got 12 points right now.
Yes, sir. Driving the right side, kick out. Rodick for three, partially touched. Whiteman comes up with it. He goes up, gets blocked, it goes out of bounds, and it'll remain with Thornville Sheridan. Frenetic pace, Sheridan trying to climb back in it, and Johnstown holding their ground. The Johnnies leading it by 16. 39-23. Up strong, and Whiteman gets blocked. Coming the other way, quick pass to, oh, what a steal.
Wow.
Going up and one-handing it was Owen Keynes, the sophomore. Gets it out in front, going to the rack, and getting fouled is Evan Anderson.
Fouls on Johnstown number 12, Will Taylor.
Foul's called on number 12, Will Taylor. His second foul, team foul number 2. And to the free throw line will be number 11, Evan Anderson.
So good job down there last possession by Tice Whiteman. He got the ball down low and was physical right there with Fox. Fox a little bit of a body, but no foul ended up being called. And then on the other end, I mean, Owen Keynes just coming out of nowhere to steal that pass.
Yeah, exactly right. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to the Johnnies, 39-24. Top of the key, Will Taylor hands it off. Trying to split defenders is number 10, Noah Robertson. He does so, albeit with some hands deflecting the basketball, so he had to kick it back out. Now Robertson has it again. He gives it right back to Taylor. Taylor, left-handed dribble. Gets into the paint, gets double-teamed, and they're going to call a jump ball. Alternating possession will leave it with Johnstown. They will keep the basketball.
Yeah, interesting choice right there, dribbling directly into Whiteman. But the jump ball does favor them. So
there's a steal as Dylan Fox caught the inbound, and coming along and slapping it out of his hand was Evan Anderson. Anderson sends it away to Rodick. Rodick working against pressure to the corner. Trying to get into the paint. The freshman kicks it out instead. Three-point jumper taken. Off rim, no good. And the rebound pulled by Kyle Siegfried. Siegfried's been everywhere tonight.
Leading scorer on this Johnny's team, averaging 12.7. He's only got 2 here today, but a couple other players for that Johnny squad being able to get it done.
Out of bounds. It'll remain with Johnstown, and we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to go ahead and take it as well. 39-24 our score, 2:53 remaining in the third. Back after this. This is the battle in the 614 on Yamo Sports. Out of the timeout, the Johnnies inbound the basketball. It's loose on the floor. And there's Sheridan. We'll get to that in just a second. Ball to the corner, going baseline. Pump fake, the ball is good. And that's Logan Hupp who puts it home. And that gives us a chance to say this.
Sorry, I got excited there, Chris. Hey, discover the rhythm of any occasion with Yamo Media DJs. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or a casual party, Yamo Media promises an unforgettable atmosphere. Seamless transitions, customized playlists, dance lights, and pure energy can be expected when you hire Yamo Media to DJ your event. For more information, visit yamomedia.com and click on the DJ services under the services tab. Yamo Media, achieve more.
You had me at dance lights. There's
Seamless
a Turner.
Transitions.
Dylan Fox with a spin in the lane puts it home, 41-26. The Johnnies lead it. Pushing it up the floor is Logan Hupp, the sophomore. Hupp gets down near the paint, kicks it out to number 11, Evan Anderson. Anderson, top of the key, drives into the lane, bounce pass down low, Right back to him. He spots for three. He's off the front of the rim, no good. Can they keep it in play? They can. What an effort by Anderson and Braden Weaver, who comes up with a loose ball on the other end, but then that ball is deflected away. Nicely done by 33, Anthony Zerilli.
Johnstown player just standing there while Evan Anderson showing his hustle and able to save the ball. Unfortunately, ends up in a turnover, though.
So it's Will Taylor, top of the key. Now he dribbles to the right elbow, or the right wing, I should say. Comes off the screen, set by McCaden Thomas. Zerilli has it, dribbles baseline, passes it down low, back to the top. There's Fox for three, it's good. Dylan Fox from downtown, and Johnstown has blown it open, leading now 44-26.
Dylan Fox, his third three of the game, 17 points so far through almost 3 quarters.
Basket is made by Rain Ruddick. The foul is called on Zerilli. It's his first foul. Ruddick got the bucket to go. 44-28's the score. And a free throw coming for the senior who wears number 14 for Sheridan.
Yeah, with that make, Rodic getting into double digits now with that free throw. Total up to 12.
Number 1, Landon Geary.
Averaging again about 19.6 on the season.
And on the floor for the Generals, number 5.
Think about a guy like him. So much conditioning comes into play. He's on the floor for every play. He's on the floor, 32 minutes a game. He's doing it all.
Oh, right there, he's jumping. He's exerting himself. He's causing deflections. We've seen him as Braden Weaver gets the basket. We've seen him dive out of bounds for loose balls. I mean, conditioning is an understatement. This guy goes through relentlessness.
Great second. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, just to get to the become the player he has become today. Excuse me.
Great second effort by Braden Weaver, who got that rebound and put back. It's 44-31 right now, and a foul called on the other end.
Fouls on the Generals, number 14, Rain Rodick.
And Rodick picks up the foul. It's his second foul, team foul number 3. To the free throw line will be number 12, Will Taylor. Taylor, one of those freshmen we talked about earlier, and his first free throw off his left hand is up and good.
11 total fouls so far called in this game. 4 on Johnstown and only 7 on Sheridan between 3 quarters. Great discipline and great toughness here by both squads.
Second free throw also good by Taylor. Rodick splitting defenders, goes all the way down, passes it, and it's blocked, but a foul is called as Braden Weaver went up strong at the glass. He'll go to the free throw line after being fouled by Kyle Siegfried.
Yeah, and that's tough because it looked like a great block, but just a little bit too much body contact there.
Siegfried's first foul. And the free throw by Weaver is good. He's got one more coming. In off the bench, number 12, Ryan Kuhn, a senior for Sheridan. He replaces Tice Whiteman. Brady Barb back in for Johnstown. Second free throw up, off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped, lost out of bounds. And it'll be Johnstown basketball. Siegfried inbounds, double team in the corner. That's trouble. And a timeout taken in order to save the play, because there's, that sideline becomes a third defender. And honestly, in that corner, you've got the sideline, the baseline, and 2 defenders. There's nowhere to go. You can throw it off somebody or you can pray.
Well, not to mention, he's being defended by 2 players. He's got that baseline as the third defender, and then he has the entire Sheridan bench right there in his ear as well. So he's got about 17 or 18 people yelling in his ear. Good job by Johnstown. Just call the timeout quickly.
That's why I love it that we just have one director yelling in our ear, right?
Yep.
Just keeping us under control, keeping us on pace. That's the way it's got to be. 46-32 is the score with 29.6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So have some solid brick players of the game begun to emerge for you as you've looked up and down, not just the score sheet, but what you're feeling in the vibe of this game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from the moment the ball is tipped, I'm looking at who's going to come out here and kind of assert themselves there from the beginning of the game. And as the game progresses, you know, who is doing what they can to help contribute to their team's, you know, their victory right now. You know, we'll go ahead and talk about Johnstown because they have this 14-point lead. You know, you talk about Brady Barb, who's coming in here shooting over 40% from three. Kyle Siegfried leading the team with 12.7 points a game. But there's been a couple other players here that I've liked on this Johnny's team who might be making a better case than those two stars.
Johnstown has it after a frenetic movement. Got the ball down the floor with a couple hands deflecting and some dangerous passes perhaps. We're down to 5 seconds to shoot. Spinning as Taylor gets back into the paint, goes up strong, and he gets fouled. So a nice job by the freshman, knowing his wherewithal, knowing how much time was left, where he was on the floor. He got down to the lane, got fouled. 46-32.
Correction.
1 second. Actually 9/10 of a second.
Landon Gearly in for the Johnnies.
Inbound, the ball stolen from half courts. No good. And that takes us to the end of the third. 46-32 is the score. It is Johnstown leading Sheridan. It's been all Johnstown Johnnies thus far this afternoon against the Thornville Sheridan Generals. 46-32 is our score as we enter the fourth quarter of play. Sheridan will have the basketball, and they have to play a nearly perfect quarter, not just to erase the deficit, but also to hold Johnstown at bay at the same time. So it's about scoring and about defense, and that ball is deflected and goes out of bounds, and so it'll remain Sheridan basketball.
And it's going to be a tall ask here for Sheridan because Johnstown can just come at you multiple different ways on that offensive side.
Looking for the inbound, they get it in. Right-handed dribble, trying to find some space is Logan Russell. He's the second leading scorer on this team. He's been relatively quiet today. Outside to Russell, ball fake, spins into the paint, shoots over the defender, and it's good. Logan Russell, nice move in the paint for the freshman.
What a tough shot there for Logan Russell, wow.
Right-handed dribble across the 10-second line for Siegfried. Now he goes to his left, and we've got an offensive foul on the screen. That's going to be Dylan Fox, I believe, who is the guilty party. It is indeed. He shakes his head in frustration, perhaps even disbelief.
Yeah, those setting those screens on those picks, those can be a little tricky. Not only for the player setting the screen, but if you're the ball handler, you got to make sure that you're not putting your teammate in a bad position.
Sheridan breaks the 10-second line against pressure, driving down, shot taken over two defenders. It goes out of bounds, and it's off of Logan Russell. So this time the freshman tries to do just a little too much and runs into a wall of Johnstown Johnnies.
And I was just getting ready to say, it was a good job there getting to the basket, but you got two defenders right there on you. You got to look for a kick out, maybe a big man on the other side of the block.
It's a good deflection by Russell, but the ball ends up back with the Johnnies. They get the ball reversed and across the 10-second line. So now Will Taylor in control with 6:56 to play. Left-handed dribble coming off a screen. Gives it to Siegfried, top of the key. That's Barb. Back to Fox. Fox down low. Kick back outside. Oh, thought about a three, did Taylor. Instead, he decides to go baseline. Runs into some trouble and kicks it out. Barb back down into the corner. To the top. Barb reverses it. Siegfried's going to penetrate. He drives. He's fouled.
Do you think Johnstown was patient enough on that possession?
I think they were.
Great ball movement there. Good job by Sheridan. Again, all kinds of pressure. But Johnstown not going to force anything, of course, with this lead.
Right.
But nonetheless, still good job moving the ball and getting a shot that they wanted.
Rain Rodick committed the foul. His numerical counterpart, number 14, Kyle Siegfried, misses the first free throw. His second one is good. 47-34 is the score. Rodick's trying to push it ahead. Has to take the basketball with him, so he has to slow down. Crosses over. Rodick goes straight to the lane, shoots off the glass. What a great drive against pressure. Anthony Zarelli playing good defense, but Rodick more than equal to the task.
Man, that kid is just talented. Athletic, fast, explosive. I mean, if maybe not in basketball, his athleticism can be used somewhere. That is for sure.
Fox sends it away, top of the key, quick reversal, Siegfried, don't look now. 47-34, 13-point game, but look at this, Dylan Fox with the answer, 50-34.
4th 3 of the game for Fox, he's got 20 points now.
Hand off to the big guy, pass to the outside, deflected away, last touched by the Johnnies, it'll go out of bounds.
Into the game for the Generals.
Checking in is Evan Anderson. Owen Canes to inbound. He gets it in to Rodick. Rodick crosses over, shoots from 17, front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled by Siegfried, who sends it ahead to Fox. Fox coming up the right side, being guarded by the freshman Logan Russell, Right-handed dribble, Siegfried down the lane, splits defenders, shoots, no good. Zarelli got the rebound, put it back, and as he did, he got fouled. Foul's going to be called on number 4, Owen Canes.
His first.
Canes, a sophomore on this team, his first foul. So it seems as though it's not Sheridan's day today. His first free throw, no good. They're down 14 with 5:17 to play. But when you look at Logan Russell and Tice Whiteman, 2 freshmen, Logan Hupp and Owen Canes, 2 sophomores, they're all playing significant minutes for this team. The future is bright for the Sheridan Generals.
Yeah, absolutely. And another guy who I've also kind of been impressed with here is we have a timeout taken by Johnstown. The junior number 11, Evan Anderson, I mean, he has here 6 points in this game, but he's really been the other guy other than really Tice Whiteman on the offensive side of the ball here for the Generals. And him being a junior, that he's going to be the new, Rain Rodick next year. He's going to be that senior leader that the guys are going to look up to. And I've been really impressed with how he's played today, even though they are down right now.
So lots of youth coming back for this Generals team. And again, who they are in January doesn't matter nearly as much as who they are at the end of February, beginning of March when the playoff season runs. And we've seen a lot of good things from Logan Russell and Logan Hupp and Owen Canes and Tice Whiteman. So the future may still be now, even though today has not gone exactly the way they would have hoped. Out of the timeout. Taylor gets it away. Foul's going to be called on the theft, as coming up with it was Evan Anderson. He's the one who's got called for the foul.
Discover the future of recruiting with On Top Consulting. Learn from college coaches how to navigate the complex recruiting process, and visit ontopconsulting.net or via our Instagram bio @_ontopconsulting.
Outlet pass almost lost, but still under control for the Generals. Kick across, 3-point jump shot taken off the iron, no good. Rodick comes up with the rebound. Behind the back dribble, what a nice little move. Couldn't get it to go, and a foul is going to be called on the rebound. And so the Johnnies will have the basketball. I believe the foul is going to be called on number 44, Logan Russell.
Even on a missed shot, Rain Roddick's able to make my jaw drop with those ball handling skills right there. That was pretty impressive. A guy right in his face the entire time, and he just looked comfortable as ever bringing that ball right around his back.
Behind the back dribble, man. Looked good. Bounce pass inbound. Taylor has it. He is double teamed, and he is in trouble. And a timeout taken by the Johnnies on the far side as their man was in trouble with the basketball again. Blocked in by the sideline, the baseline, 2 defenders, and right there in front of that Sheridan bench. 50-36 is our score. 4:39 to play. Want to invite you to stay right there as the day rolls on. There's plenty of good basketball still in front, including coming up next at 3:30, Heath and New Albany. The Eagles and the Bulldogs colliding here at Ohio Dominican University, the home of the Panthers. There's some Heath cheerleaders walking in front of us right now, getting their game face on, getting ready to cheer their team on as they face a tough New Albany Eagle team out of the OCC.
I'll tell you what, give props to cheerleaders as well, because they are as athletic as any of them that are out there on the floor right now, if not more.
No question about it.
Things they can do that quite impressive.
That Heath team is also in the Licking County League, so they see Johnstown on a very consistent basis.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Heath is leading their conference right now, with Johnstown right behind them.
Johnstown putting on a nice showing today. There's a missed defensive assignment, and driving to the lane with purpose was McCaden Thomas. He got fouled before he could finish, but he'll go to the free throw line for a couple.
And a little possible, we'll say, inexperience of defense here by the freshman here on Tice Whiteman as he picks up his 4th foul. Right there, somebody kind of got lost on who should be guarding McCaden Thomas, and as he was driving to the basket, it kind of looks like Whiteman went up with maybe a little frustration or something. I think that defensive play could have been a little bit more resounding, but nonetheless, Thomas's free throws don't result in any points.
Second free throw was no good as the first, but on the rebound, a foul on Sheridan. So back to the free throw line will go a Johnstown Johnny. This time it's Dylan Fox. The foul was called on number 22, Logan Hupp. First free throw is up and good for Fox.
See if Fox can't continue to build on what he's done so far today. 21 points, make it now 22, and he's got a solid-looking shooting stroke.
Yes, he does. Moving ahead, that ball is deflected out of bounds. Hands everywhere. That time it was Brady Barb deflecting it out of play.
Even my own hand almost got on that one.
Jump shot taken off back rim, no good. Hustling, coming up with it is Taylor. Oh, great effort. As hustling for the basketball was Evan Anderson, and as he reached down and flipped it backwards, he threw it off at Johnstown Johnny to retain possession.
That's the hustle that you love to see, and that's going to be the leader for their squad next year.
We've got a blocking foul on Johnstown as Rodick drove to the left side of the lane and then kicked it to the corner for a 3 by Logan Russell. The 3 was no good. The foul was on the pass. And Russell will inbound the basketball. McCaden Thomas picked up the foul. His second. Rodick quickly into the paint and puts it through. Great job avoiding pressure and getting the lay-in to go. 52-38.
It's just, how do you stop somebody who that's their game right there?
Right.
That's what he loves to do.
Strong kid, elusive, pretty good hops for his size, all that. Wide open to the corner, 3-point jumper taken and made, and that's Dylan Fox again. Having a whale of a game today.
5 threes there for Fox.
That ball's blocked. Evan Anderson with a shot. The block by Johnstown, and here we come the other way. Splitting defenders to the top of the key. Siegfried shoots front of rim, no good, and he's going to get called for an over-the-back foul. Great job on rebounding by Logan Russell, who boxed him out well.
Yeah, 25 points so far for Fox. Again, Kyle Siegfried, who just picked up that foul, leading the team with 12.7 points per game. But Dylan Fox over 20. Will Taylor, he's got 12 points himself, and Brady Barb with 11. So multiple people in double digits able to help get it done.
And you got to like it if you're Kyle Higgins, seeing that kind of balance on your basketball team.
Absolutely. It makes the job of being a coach a little bit easier when you have multiple people that take a little bit of pressure off you.
At midcourt, the ball went back into the backcourt, so that's an over and back penalty. The ball goes to Johnstown. 3:10 to play. 38 for Sheridan, but they've given up 55, and they're on the short end of that score right now. Top of the key, that's Taylor. Left-handed dribbles. Reverses, sends it to Siegfried. Siegfried into the paint, up and under and good. Nice little dipsy-do for Kyle Siegfried, who lays it home, 57-38.
Made that look super easy.
And the pass right at the feet of Kuhn. Kuhn trying to get some space, can't do it. Gives it up to Brody White. White to the corner. That's Holden. Holden to the corner on the other side. Penetration into the paint. Outside to White. To the corner once again. Second team in there for the Generals now. 3-point jumper taken and made. That's Brody White from downtown for 3.
Brody White's first basket of the game there.
Into the game for the Giants.
57-41. Johnstown starting to bring some of the players from their bench in as well. John Eckenrode, a sophomore who wears number 20. Number 24, Blake Yannick. Number 1, Landon Deering.
Owen Kane's checking in for Rain Rodich here for the Sheridan Generals. Looks like his night may be over here.
That lay-in by John Eckenrode is good. The sophomore puts his name in the scorebook. Right-handed, top of the key, three-pointer, it's good. Tice Whiteman.
Wow, nice little move there to get open and create some separation by the freshman.
Whiteman with a bouncer to the corner. 3-point jumper taken, that one's no good, off the back iron, and the rebound pulled away. That 3 taken by Brody White. I didn't notice when he checked in, but Brody White, I think, is 9 feet tall. He is very tall.
He does got some length to him, that is for sure.
We don't have heights and weights and different things like that on our roster, but goodness gracious, that guy has arms and legs all over the place. Pass down low, and we've got a whistle. And that whistle, I think, is just a substitution whistle. It gives these guys a chance to get in. Braden Weaver checking back in for Sheridan.
Yeah, timeout for Johnstown. They're just going to use it as a substitution.
Johnstown will check in number 50, Grayson Goodman. He's a sophomore. Number 34, Braden Archibald, also a sophomore. So right now they have sophomore, senior on the floor. Landon Deering, a senior who doesn't play much until times like this, I guess. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Deering to the outside, all the way up top. That's Blake Yannick, one of the sophomores. Down to Archibald.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Archibald trying to get it down low. He gets the pass into Eckenrode. Ball's loose, steps up and through does Braden Archibald. Misses the shot, second one no good. A rebound this time to Deering. Deering gets it to Archibald, who lays it home.
It's always so fun to see the benches for when these young guys get in, how excited they are for their teammates, those younger guys to get in and do something.
Deering with a spin, and the senior lays it home with his left hand. There's a foul, ball tossed up, no good. So to the free throw line will go senior Ryan Kuhn. Now they're going to call it on the floor.
Oh, interesting.
Falls on to Johnny 34, Braden Archibald. His first.
Checking in for Sheridan, number 22, Logan Hupp. So the sophomore, even though he plays a lot, is back in there. The inbound, caught, lost, back up, blocked. and that's going to remain right here. It gives us a chance to tell you what we're thinking on the solid brick player of the game. And who am I kidding? It's not who we're thinking. It's who Seth's thinking. This is Seth Donahoe's thing. Seth, you've had a chance to see both of these teams. What are you thinking?
Well, it's not just my award. You know, our solid brick player of the game, obviously our connections here with the Brick League and the IBT Academy and everybody. So just be able to, it's just so fun to be able to do partner up with them to give out an award like this. But I think I'm going to give it to our guy in number 3, Dylan Fox. I mean, just erupting for 25 points, 5 threes from behind the arc. And not only getting it done by scoring, if there's a shot, a loose ball right there around the rim, he's one of the ones. He's rebounding, he's blocking out, he's trying to create some space and separation for his teammates. He is the solid brick player of the game for that reason. It's not all about scoring. It's what else he's able to do to help their team get the win, and he helped give them a 63-45 victory here today.
So for 2 games in a row, number 3 is our solid brick player of the game. This time it's number 3, Dylan Fox, the junior from the Johnstown Johnnies, as his team is victorious this afternoon. Final score 63-45 over the Generals of Sheridan High School. It's been fun. Seth, thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Been a great time. More basketball still to come. Stay right there, as next up it'll be Heath and New Albany. Until then, for all of us at Yamo Media and Elevated Sports Events, I'm Chris Solwecki. Thanks so much and have a great day, everybody.